Okay, I'm with my friends Luke and Caitlin. What was the happiest moment of your life, Caitlin?
Probably when I was made gymnastics state my senior year of high school. I qualified on beam. I placed third place at our section meet, not expecting to actually go to state, and it was just nice to compete on a compete at a place where really good gymnasts compete. D1 gymnasts, some of the best gymnasts you'll ever meet, have competed at the same spot I did, so that was kind of cool.
Sweet. Okay, Luke, what was the saddest moment of your life?
The saddest moment of my life was probably when my dog died on my birthday. I had to carry her out to my car and drive her to the vet myself.
Aww.
Yeah, so
That's sad. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you both this. So, Caitlin, you can go first. Who has been the biggest influence on your life?
Probably my parents. They've raised me to be the person I am today, and they've taught me what's wrong and right. And then also my brother, he's helped me get through some of the hard times, and we always talk about stuff. And my family in general just helps me get through stuff.
All right, Luke. So, who has been the biggest influence on your life?
Probably the same answer as Caitlin, my parents. I feel like I get a lot of things from each of them, like, differently. Like, my mom is more of an empathetic person, and my dad is more of a straightforward and get the job done type of person, so I feel like I get traits from both of them in that regard.
Okay, Caitlin, what are the most important lessons you've learned in your life?
I've learned from my dad to always look at the day as positive, like go at it as like everything's gonna work out. If something does happen, I think of it as it can always be worse. You'll get through everything, just keep pushing forward, and then that also ties in with having faith. My parents taught me to have faith, and I feel like that helps. And yeah. And then my mom also taught me like to be kind to others and treat others how they want to be treated, the golden rule. I think I've just learned a lot from them, and there's a lot of things in answer to that question.
Okay, Luke, what are the most important lessons you've learned in your life?
Most important lessons I've learned in my life are probably that you should care for everyone equally, and no matter what someone does or how they act, you shouldn't put them in a position that would make their life any harder than it needs to be, because you don't know where people come from and you don't know people's pasts.
Okay. Caitlin, what is your earliest memory?
It's kind of sad. My earliest memory is actually putting my golden retriever dog down when I was 3. We were living in Arizona, Chandler, Arizona, and my dog Sam, he used to eat rocks, and then he would actually puke them back up.
Oh, no.
But I remember just like sitting with him like out by the pool and swimming with him in our pool in Arizona when I was like 3-4 years old. And then he started to get sick. You could just tell in his face. He was a golden retriever, so you can see the gray in their face. Mm-hmm. And he just started aging, getting slower, didn't always want to go on walks. And then his eye started to actually like kind of sink into his head. So it was kind of sad to see that. And then you could just tell he was getting weaker. He started to not eat. And then my dad one day was just taking him on a walk, and then came home and he told us, I think it's time. We have to stay our goodbyes to Sam. So I just remember standing there. I was about the same height as Sam, so I just gave him a big hug around his neck, and there's pictures of me hugging him. So I think that kind of helped with the memory. But yeah, it's actually a sad memory to be my first memory. But it was my dog dying.
Okay, Luke, what is your first memory?
My first memory, I don't really remember how old I was, but I was at my daycare at the time, and at my daycare there was a little pathway that went around the entire playground, and it was concrete, and it was like a road, and there were like little cars, or there was like a bike or a tricycle that you could pedal. And I remember I was going around it, and there was a kid behind me, and I stopped in the middle of the road because the kid kept getting really close to me. So I stopped and I wouldn't move, and the kid got mad, and he was in a car and I was on a tricycle, so I wasn't like enclosed or anything. But the kid got out of the car, and then he came up to the tricycle, and I didn't know that he was behind me, and then he bit me in the back. But so then I was crying and stuff, and then the daycare lady really liked me, and so the kid was really afraid of bees, and the kid was like known to be a troublemaker or whatever. So the daycare lady had like this little box thing, and then she'd always carry it around, and whenever the kid would do anything, she'd say that she had a huge queen bee in it. So then she'd bring it around, and then she'd like chase the kid around with it until he'd stop doing whatever he was doing. But to like punish him or whatever for biting me in the back, she just like made him sit down and put the box in front of him, and then she wouldn't let him move. So then he just sat there like kind of trapped by a bee for like 20 minutes, and I just watched him. So that was my first memory. It wasn't that sad though.
Okay, what are you proudest of in your life?
Probably it has to do with DECA, which is a business organization in my high school. Me and a partner competed at nationals 2 years in a row. We did it in Anaheim, California, and Atlanta, Georgia. We competed in the ad campaign, and the first ad campaign was Blue Egg Bakery so we like made an ad campaign for a local bakery in town, and then senior year we did it as Eddie Bauer and like the Heroes Project, so that has to do with wounded soldiers and veterans. And just making it to nationals was a huge honor, not honor, but yeah. And we had to place in the top 3 at state, and that is what we did. We placed second both years, and that got us to nationals. So it was just a super fun experience and really made us proud.
Luke, what are you proud? Okay, Luke, what are you proudest of in your lifetime?
What am I proudest of in my lifetime? Probably gonna go back to my daycare days. There was a different worker there that we'd always have little contests, and I don't know why, but she challenged me to a staring contest, and I told her that I'd only do it if she would make me cookies if I won. And so we held our eyes open for about a minute, and then she blinked, and I won, and she had to bring me cookies, and I felt really cool because she brought in a whole batch of cookies the next day, and she told me that I couldn't show anyone, but then I showed everyone. And that was probably the proudest moment of my life.
What kind of cookies were they?
Well, I remember that she told me that she didn't make them. So then I was going to have her make me some in addition to the ones that she brought, because she just brought me a bunch of Subway cookies. So it was an assortment, like
okay.
chocolate chip, the chocolate chunk, the macadamia nut ones. I think there might have been a sugar cookie in there. I'm not 100% sure, though. M&M. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Caitlin, how would you like to be remembered?
I'd like to be remembered as somebody in college right now, as somebody who is nice and caring and kind of looks out for her friends, and then somebody who likes to have fun and just likes to hang out with friends and stuff. And then once I'm in the workforce, I want to be a really good nurse. I want to treat kids and help them get better in the hospitals and just in clinics. And then also as a mother, I would like to be a great mom, influence my kids positively, and I just want to make their life the best as possible. And then I want to be known even then still as a mom, as nice and happy. And I also want to, once they get older and have kids, I want to be known as like the fun grandma and the fun mom, and like have fun with my kids and grandkids and travel with them, as well as giving them some of the stuff they want. I hope to provide for them and to just have fun with them and keep living life with them, I guess. I don't know.
All right, sweet. Okay, Luke, how would you like to be remembered?
How would I like to be remembered? I would like to be remembered for helping other people. And I feel like with the career path I'm going into, that's going to be an opportunity that will be presented. As for wealth management, you do more than just manage people's money. A lot of times people have you, like they'll just ask you anything about your life or anything about their life. So I'll be able to help them, and I want to be able to provide for my family, and I want my family to be able to do whatever they want to do. And yeah, that's the main thing. Just making other people happy.
Okay, Caitlin, what does your future hold?
Well, I hope my future holds graduating college, hopefully in 4 years, and then getting a job at a hospital. Right now I'm thinking Mayo Hospital, but that could change. I want to work as a nurse in the ICU, and then go back to school for another couple years in anesthesia school and become a nurse anesthetist, and then either work at a different place and get married and work wherever we end up, or just continue at Mayo and continue helping people in the nursing field, yeah.
All right, sweet. Luke, what does your future hold?
So hopefully I'm going to do well in college. I'm going to do a couple internships at some wealth management places around here. And hopefully that will open up more job opportunities for once I graduate college. I'll just be able to go into one of the offices that I interned at. And then from that point, I guess, start a family, have some kids, continue growing my business because I want to start my own wealth management firm at some point once I gain some experience from the ones that I interned at after I worked there for a couple years. So I'll probably start my own business after I have my family, or after I start my family. Probably have one girl, 2 boys, maybe another girl.
Right.
You never know.
Because you get to pick that. All right. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome, Nolan. Nice talking to you.